Elon Musk attempting to purchase Twitter has nothing to do with the implementation of multinational payment service provider Stripe into their platform with the USD stablecoin on the Polygon network. Lots going on here in the crypto sphere. Still, fear, uncertainty, and doubt shaking everyone out. We're under the influence of bearish robo advisors, going with the flow of crypto and engineering robo. My apologies for the delay and being away. I was getting my software, firm software, where's the soft, firm, updated, new model, new platforms here. My CPU has more RAM, so potentially less robo, though no promises. Now, drop a like on the video if you like the video, and be sure to subscribe. We have XLM against Tether here, it would appear. We've got bearish robo advisors in play, so we have been out of the market, reduced our position accordingly ever since the 6th of April, and we were saved from a brief 8% in downside that followed, and some dramatic sideways that occurred. We are still more than 5% down ever since EngineeringRobo became bearish most recently. So we do anticipate continued interaction toward our strongest level of support here. 17.5 cents is going to be the most significant horizontal level we are watching out for in any sort of continued downside. Failure to hold this level could send us to the next strongest level of support, 11 cents, which will be our target only if 17.5 cents becomes resistance. That is if daily candles can open and close beneath it. We are just patiently waiting for, further solidification of support and the return of bullish robo advisors. We put 20% at support, 30% when daily candles open and close above the descending trend line, and 50% based on EngineeringRobo. And so we do have instances of bullish parameters met back in July, which allowed for up to 65% in gains over the following month with bullish parameters from EngineeringRobo. Bearish parameters saved you from a 24% correction. Bullish advisors allowed you to experience 38% in upside between October and November of 2021. And this sell 4 and sell 2 combination between November of last year into January of this year saved you from over 50% in downside. And so right now we are just still interacting with a range of sideways that we've fallen into ever since the beginning of the year here, where we've been getting slapped around, interacting with EngineeringRobo as well. So we are waiting for just the return of an instance similar to the 7th of February here, and perhaps the 21st of March. We would like to see 2 of our chosen 3 robo advisors becoming bullish to allow for comfortable reinvestment, back into XLM. But let me know down below your thoughts on crypto. So Twitter and Stripe roll out USDC payout program for creators via Polygon. In addition to payments to bank accounts and debit cards, select content creators can now elect to have USDC earnings sent to their wallets. By the end of the year, Twitter and Stripe plan to expand the program to over 120 countries. A quote from Twitter's product lead for creators reads, "We're excited to begin offering crypto payouts to creators via Stripe so they have more choice in how they get paid." So continued institutional activity here, it would appear, implementation of blockchain technology into a more mainstream entity, especially with this reach, roughly 120 countries here now exposed to the Polygon network. In my opinion, currently still in a low fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Money to be made in any situation. However, I do believe this is still a phase for longer term accumulation. Now let's look at USDC. Just kidding, we're actually looking at MATIC against Tether. Here, it would appear under the influence of bearish robo advisors after experiencing significant resistance from a key level, $1.72 overhead. Currently, interacting with a potential pivot point On our way toward the strongest level down below, though, $1.07 here, it would appear. So we have, returned to a bearish state. So we do anticipate continued interaction toward the strongest level of support until bullish robo advisors return. And so we do see significant, interaction with this $1.32 level. So a potential higher risk support level to accumulate, I do believe. If you were to invest your, support-based investment ratio, you potentially could consider half of that. That would be 10%, as we would typically invest 20% at our support levels. This dotted line here, based on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially a sixth interaction of support with this level may occur. And so if you were to invest at that level under a bearish state from EngineeringRobo, a higher risk investment, 10%, potentially. However, the strongest level of support down below is still going to be $1.07, where you can more comfortably invest your 20% support-based investment ratio. 50% when EngineeringRobo becomes bullish, and 30% when we open and close above the descending trend line, which will have to be re-visualized here as we return to it, potentially, looking for support off of it. So we go with the flow of crypto and watch out for EngineeringRobo, the buy for Golden Cross and Super Robo advisors here ever since, July of 2021. We have several instances of, upside after bullish parameters from EngineeringRobo, and downside following the bearish combination of robo advisors here. So we just need 2 of our 3 chosen robo advisors becoming bullish to allow for comfortable, reinvestment back into the project. And, we would look for an instance perhaps similar to relatively recently here, after experiencing a dramatic 43% in downside. We have the buy for and Golden Cross throughout the end of March. Sadly, the sell for, supercell, and bearish cross are currently in play, but the return of a combination similar to this price action would be what we are looking for. The buy for Moon and Early Bird Robo advisors present here today, just so we can see more of the chart. We're still currently under the influence of bearish parameters. Ever since the 8th of April, the sell for and HEC have saved us from this, dramatic 6+% in downside, a crazy range of sideways we've experienced over the last 2 weeks here. We do anticipate continued, potential moves downward, sadly, toward the strongest level of support. Along the way, my descending trend line here, however, $34,655 per Bitcoin is still going to be the strongest horizontal level waiting for us in any sort of continued downside. We go with the flow of crypto and watch out for EngineeringRobo. If you've been following the channel, you'll know that it takes far more than some aggressive sideways and, a 10%, 20, 30, 50% correction to make me potentially bearish on Bitcoin. I find that very difficult at this point in time, but opinions and feelings do not matter when you have a strategy and you can trade more tactically. So we just go with the flow of our bullish and bearish parameters. So right now we are just prepared for continued slappening up, down, and around until we can further solidify what's happening. So we do still anticipate interaction with the FOMO zone. $181,000 per Bitcoin is going to be a more reasonable top if you were to be looking for one. Right now, we are far too close to, support the fear zone and just a, potential very bullish continuation pattern relative to higher highs and higher lows created throughout, 2021. We use the fear and FOMO zones to determine, longer-term entries and exits. With Bitcoin here, we want to be heavily considering taking profits in that euphoric 6-figure range, and you want to be heavily considering, purchasing the nicely discounted digital assets when we're interacting with the fear zone, because you want to be buying here during times of extreme fear and heavily considering taking profit when there is extreme FOMO in the market. So. But we go with the flow of crypto. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you so much for tuning in, and tune in for the next one.